Local law enforcement and families of crime victims are upset because a new law designed to take the worst criminals off our streets is not being enforced. I'm Clay Loney.
And I'm Shay Rozzi. We told you the DNA at arrest law was supposed to start November 1st. New at 9, Fox 23 Sarah Whaley is live with the reason she discovered that law is still just words on paper. Sarah.
There's only one reason, and it's only one word: money. Officials tell me that the law was passed without any funding attached.
I guess I sort of fear that if we find her killer, that we're going to find out that he was arrested numerous times, that he came through the system.
It's that fear and agony that led Maggie Zingman to push for a change. Zingman's daughter, Brittany Phillips, was raped and murdered inside her South Tulsa apartment back in 2004. Since then, Zingman spent the better part of the last 12 years traveling to several states, lobbying for legislation that would require a swab of the mouth anytime someone was arrested for a felony instead of after a felony conviction. And in the spring of 2016,
when the vote came, it brought me to tears.
Oklahoma lawmakers passed the bill, giving Zingman a glimmer of hope. But just around the corner was another letdown. The law was supposed to go into effect on November 1st. On that day, Fox 23 received this email from Zingman stating, quote, "They don't have funding for DNA at arrest." And sure enough, 10 days into this, you don't believe any swabbing's going on.
If they are, I don't know how we're doing it.
Tulsa Police Homicide Sergeant Dave Walker confirmed that the DNA at arrest samples aren't happening.
Along with the law has to be the funding, and as we know in Oklahoma, that's kind of a tough sell right now.
The Oklahoma State Bureau of Investigation told Fox 23 in an email, quote, "The bill would only be effective when the funding was available." And there is still hope, but it's gonna be on the law enforcement agencies. The lawmaker who got this law passed says that she was hoping that they'd be able to get grants that would help them to get that money to send the swabs off, to get them tested and put them in this national database. Reporting live here in East Tulsa, covering news that matters, Sarah Whaley, Fox 23 News.
All right, well, we do hope they will be able to get some grants and get this law into effect. Sarah, thanks. And we do have more details for you. Earlier this week, Fox 23 reported the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Office used the DNA at arrest swab to help Long Beach police solve the murder of a mother and her child. Police say a swab collected on an unrelated stolen car arrest proved that Brandon Colbert was the killer. Colbert happens to be from Tulsa.